Hello again. Um, Today's Monday and the 3rd of February 2025, and I just wanted to say hi. And I have been having thoughts about what I would like to talk about today. Um, I know I left off my last video maybe sounding like my mother's a horrible, horrible person. She's really not. The fact of the matter is, both my parents have hurt each other pretty badly, and in the process hurt my brother and myself. And they haven't forgiven each other or talked to each other since their divorce in 1992. But anyways, I know it sounds like my mom did do some pretty terrible things to my brother and my dad, which is true. But also, my father had done some terrible things to my mother without him even realizing it. She kept to herself a lot and didn't talk about her thoughts and feelings, and really kept a lot of it inside. And my father actually broke my mother's heart years before their divorce because he had an affair. And also, when I was in the second grade and when I was in the third grade and my brother would have been in the fourth grade, I remember hearing my mom yelling one evening. We lived in a 2-story house. My brother in my bedroom was upstairs, and my mom was just screaming at my dad. I'm like, I didn't know what was going on. Went downstairs. My mom was at the stairs, just screaming and yelling, and I was just listening. My brother was like consoling my mom, and I went to see what was going on, and my mom was screaming, "No, no, don't do it, don't do it," to my dad. And then I went to go see my dad, who was in the bedroom, their bedroom. And he had he had a gun to his head, threatening to kill himself. And I didn't even know really what a gun was at that age. I just know that my dad was upset, my mom was upset, they were yelling at each other, and my dad was crying. My mom was crying, my dad was just yelling, sounding pathetic and upset. And I went to see my dad on the bed, sitting on the bed with a gun held against his head, yelling, "I'm going to do it, I'm going to kill myself." And then I went back to my mom, and she was like, "No, no, no, don't do it." And then she was like, after that, she started saying, "Fine, go ahead and kill yourself, I don't fucking care." And that was very traumatic for everyone involved. And I've actually buried that memory until I was in my 20s. And when I remembered it, I got so angry at my dad, just hurt and anger. And I called my dad, and I just started screaming at him, and he just like, "I don't understand this. Why are you yelling at me?" And I just couldn't stop just yelling at him, and I couldn't calm down because I was just so upset that he put my brother and me and my mom through that. And come to find out years later, the gun was never loaded. It was never loaded with any bullets. It was all a bluff. He just wanted my mom to feel bad, and boy, did he make my mom feel bad. And he tormented my brother and myself. We were left traumatized from that, and I was just stupid and selfish. And he's never apologized for it. And as well, my mother has never apologized for the things that she's done to my brother and me. So they both have guilt on their hands, or they both have things that they've done and said, and my brother in my life, that they never apologized for. And I forgave my parents. I forgave them, but it just hurts so much. And it felt so freeing to finally forgive everyone and just be accepting of everyone. And like I said, that was back during my daughter's birthday when she was like 7 or 8. And I don't know what happened when just was felt so free and let go of all that pain, and just was like forgiving everyone. It was just like accepting everyone. Then I don't know why I felt like I stepped into another world that day. And I never could have expected that to happen, but it's what happened to me mentally. It's like my reality shattered, and I don't know, just like split into a whole nother world. Anyways, but I don't want to upset you. I want to encourage you. Like, everybody's gone through some kind of trauma in their lives, and there's a lot of healing that needs to be done within us, in our hearts, in our minds, in our spirit and soul. It's just, we've all been through so much turmoil and things in this world, just trying to just drama and trauma like surrounds us. But I made a decision to try not to be affected by people's emotions or their personality, or if they're yelling or screaming or just angry, show an expression of emotions. I'm trying not to react to that so much. And I'm trying to I can feel the emotion. I'm learning like to feel the emotion, but then just let it go and don't carry it with you. And like I said before, you might have seen on my Facebook post that I am a Christian. I do believe in God. I do believe in Jesus and Jesus' words in the Bible. But at the same time, I also am into meditating and looking within myself and finding peace and calm within. I can tell you, in high school, when my brother and my dad moved in with my grandparents, with my dad's parents, and then I moved in too, the summer that my parents divorced. It was like it was like a tower moment, you might call it. And like, I decided, something within me decided to say to my dad and my grandparents, something was driving me that we needed to go to church. And before then, haven't really been to church in my life. I had a concept of God, and I had no idea about Jesus, really. And something just told me we needed to go to church as a family when we moved in with my grandparents after my parents' divorce. And I tell you, that's when I started to experience spiritual awakening and like real love for God and Jesus and for other people. And I was in a youth group, and we went to California, to Hollywood, to Burbank, and doing plays, and it was fun. And we got to see Brian Duncan, a Christian musician, and got to attend different youth groups. It was pretty cool. We even got to go, it was my first and only time at Six Flags Magic Mountain, which was awesome because Before then, I haven't been to any theme park or anything. Like, I was 17, 18 at the time, maybe 16, 17. It was 1994, I believe. And I graduated high school in 1995. Anyways, what else do I want to talk about? Let me think. I know that there's a lot of pain that can happen from experiences in life, and how I got through it was through my faith and belief in God, and that He's helping me through things, and through my family members. Like, I relied a lot on my husband and my daughter, and my mind wasn't always, it's getting better. I'm feeling more at peace since I let a lot of things go, especially this November, December in 2024. I'm just feeling more at peace, and looking forward to the future, because I knew that after my second break in 2020, and the Bible just didn't feel like, I haven't actually heard from God before, but I just felt like the Bible just didn't seem 100% accurate. And so my faith really got shaken during my second break in 2020. And I still believe in the words of Jesus, and to have love for all people, and to forgive others, and not to judge others. I still believe in that very much so. But different things in the Bible, like the Antichrist and the world coming to an end and Armageddon and all that, I just don't put any faith in that. I don't believe in it. Because I started feeling like, why would God create the world and all humanity just to destroy us all? And then the whole thing is confusing. And then the flood, and then destroy the earth with fire and a sword. It's just like, how can a loving God be so cruel at the same time when He's asking us to pray for our enemies, and then He wants to destroy the earth and destroy all humanity? It just doesn't make sense to me. And I denied that. I'm like, no, that's not my God. That's not Jesus. It's just contradictory. And I don't put faith in that. So that part of the Bible, I just don't believe in. Like I said, I believe in Jesus's words to love others and as you love yourself, and to forgive others, and to do good to others, But as far as the whole Armageddon and the last days and Book of Revelation, I just don't put any belief in that anymore. It hurt too much too. And anyways, I'm looking, like I said, I meditate now. I started in 2023. I started meditating maybe 2022. And I've started listening to other people on YouTube that encourage me and give me hope, and I want to come together as humanity, that we need to come together and look past our differences and our judgments and let those go, because it hurts so much to know that you're judging others just as much as they're judging you, just as much as you're pointing the finger, they're pointing the finger at you. And it's just like, I just don't want to do that anymore. I tell my mind, look, I don't want to be that way. I don't want people to treat me that way, and I don't want to treat people that way. So I'm just going to encourage you to really look at yourself and to really, what do you believe in? What do you want in this world more than anything? Wouldn't it just be amazing if you weren't fighting with relatives or arguing over politics or your own life choices or other relatives or friends or people you don't like, their life's choices? Wouldn't it just be amazing if all those differences just didn't matter and we could see each other eye to eye and come together and like actually help each other? I mean, what a world. Just like, I have not stopped dreaming. I'm going to continue to dream. I'm going to continue to imagine good things and pleasant and loving and caring things and joyful things, blessings and healings and miracles, because I believe in those things, and I trust that God has goodness for all of us, that He has good plans for all of our lives. And I hope that you could feel the same way too. Maybe just a little slight nudge in your heart, to look at things differently. Anyways, I hope you have a blessed day. I care about you. God cares about you. And it's time that we really look at ourselves in introspection and see the world around us. And like they say, be the change that you want to see in the world. And that's where I'm trying to change myself and my thoughts and beliefs. Anyways, thank you, and I hope you have a good day.